Good morning, good afternoon. So today I'm doing something slightly not my usual. I got into a new hobby of sewing, as you can see here with my new mannequin thingy that I'm like working on, or not working on, but I got. So this is gonna be like my first actual project because I've been like doing little things that I'll show a little later. But today I wanted to actually work on clothing or like actual clothes. So my plan is for this shirt in particular, my boyfriend's shirt, he gave it to me. And the thing, it's not an issue because, like, again, what I normally do when a shirt is this long, I just pinch it and kind of, do that, or like I'll tuck it, something like that. But now that I have my machine, I'm able to like sew it. So I've seen some different videos and whatever. So my plan is, because I do like, and I don't know if you can see it, the brand basically of Rockstar, which is what the shirt is. So I want to keep this part. I don't want to just like cut it and sew it. I want to be able to keep this here. So this is my game plan. Or not my game plan, but this is what I'm expecting to do. So I personally not a huge fan of something so long, and even if I raise my hands, it's kind of just extra fabric. So ideally, I think I want it to be this way. I might change it up for the video because I can't really see myself that well, but this is basically what I'll be doing. So I'm lifting this up to about the spot where I kind of want it to be at. So I think I want to say this should be good. I might give myself some extra leeway just in case. Let me just see what I think there. See, it's like a little too short. So I'm going to say, at least for this part of the video, because again, I need to actually see myself. I'm thinking here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll take that part here. I have a little like needle, and I'm going to just pin it together. So then that way I can see exactly where I want it to be at. So this is kind of what I'm thinking right now. And I'll add some more pins once I like make that final decision. I feel like it looks good there, but again, I need to see myself in the mirror. And now I'm going to show how I am going to end up stitching it together. So please hold while we go set up my sewing area. Now that I have basically, long story short, looked at how I wanted it, this is what I'm doing. This is the game plan if anybody wants to follow, and or if I ever want to do this again, if I take a little break from sewing. So I pinned this part right at the edge, and what I'm going to be doing right now is kind of just making sure that it's even all around. I know it's all black so you can't really tell, but basically the way that I'm measuring this right now, I do have somewhere I have measuring tape, so I might do that. But right now it's like about my finger length. So as long as it kind of stays consistent to that, I feel like I should be good. But I'm not going to cut anything yet. Like there's nothing to cut right now because the plan is, and again, I'll show this better, but the plan is I'll have this in the machine, do a straight line stitching, if that makes sense. And then after I do that, I will continue going around. And then once that's like in place, I'll take a look, double check, make sure it looks good when I turn it around. And then I'll cut like this access off from where I have my little pins. And then I'll do some like extra things to make sure that it's nicely tight and secure. But that's the game plan. Now let's, get ready to execute. I think I might just do one here just in case, just to like see how it is with the fabric, because I'm still learning the whole tensions and length and width of it all. So I might just do like some practice runs, but that's the game plan right now. Let's see how it goes. Well, long story short, I just basically grabbed this tape measurement and did 4 inches. That's basically where all of them hit. I put 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on this other side, 1, 2. Well, I think I did 4 here. Oh no, I did 3. So they're all even and straight through. I thought it was better to do it on the floor just because it's flatter and I have like a better idea of actually how much length it is with the actual shirt itself. So it does help out. So now that that's done, I can put these away and I can start sewing. I can tell that the lighting's a little bit weird here, but this is where we're at. I have everything, not hemmed, but everything with a little pin to figure out where I want it. So what I'm going to do right now is with the little zigzag one, which is the second one on my machine, I'll show a picture here. I'm going to be using like a small length because I want it to be mini. So the length between 0 and 1, and then the width around like a 2, just because I do want it to have a little bit more of a length. And then the tension's like about a 3, and I have the needle in the middle position because I find that the needle in the middle position makes things a lot easier. I'm not going to take the pins out. I think you can kind of see that here. Just because I'm going to do it like section by section just to see how everything works. So the way that I do it, and this is a test run, like, I don't know. We'll see if this actually works or not, but keeping it, not inside out, but keeping this section the way that I showed it before, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to make this straight as can be because obviously I'm going to have to push everything through. So I'm going to open this up. Technically, I could open the machine and just have it be that way, but it's a trial run. It's okay. And I've seen different people do different things. So one of them being doing it by hand the first time to see exactly where the needle kind of falls each time. I think we'll be fine. And it's not going to be such a huge deal. So I'm basically, where are my glasses? I don't need glasses necessarily, but my eyes do get tired. So we're going to put the glasses on just so it's like a little bit more zoomed in. And we'll just see how this goes. I need to make sure that the needle is there. This is exactly where I need it to be, which I think it is. Then this is where I messed up the first couple of times I was sewing. I forgot that you had to like push this lever down just because I don't know why on my machine it's so like tight basically. So it's kind of hard to pull, which is what I've noticed. But I'm hoping that now that I'm using like a more, not thicker material, but thicker material, it should, pull better. Because I've been working on materials like this. So I've done like the lines and things like that here. I don't know if you can see that, but regardless. So the idea is when I do turn it around, you won't see anything and it'll just be a straight line keeping what's already here in place. So, one montage. That's where it's at now. So now all I'm gonna do is cut it with a lot of space just because I think my scissors are here. I don't have fabric scissors. I need to get fabric scissors, but with enough space for me to be able to hopefully just tie it. But here is not the final product because obviously I still have to cut and like redo it. But here is the crop top. I don't know if you can see that. So it is nicely cut, or not cut, but like does look nice, does look good. Um, yeah, I'm actually surprised with the way it came out because again, first time doing anything like this. So I think I am going to cut it and then with the extra fabric that I have, like, because again, this here, let me get some better lighting 1 second. If I have the shirt straight down, you can see that the logo is still here. And if I am to tie this in, again, I still have to like tighten it or whatever, but it's cropped. So I think it looks good. I definitely need to tighten it just a smidgen because I don't know why this part is a little weird. I think it's just because of like, the way that it was used, but this is where we're at. So you can see, I think I did the little ziggy zags underneath it, which when I was doing it, it was above. So it's part of the bigger fabric here. But from what I've gathered with all like the videos and stuff that I've watched and like what I've been reading, zigzags are better for t-shirts just because like with the stretch it gives it a little bit more pull than a straight line. So what I'm planning on doing now is I'll cut the excess and then I'm going to just go over it again with the zigzag, so then I can do something like this. This isn't very good. This is like one of my first times trying it, but if you see here, it's able to kind of get to that point where when you do turn it around, it's not just flares and stuff, it's actually nicely cut or nicely done like that. So that's my plan. I am gonna cut this, so I guess we can do that now. All done. We've got the final product. So as you can see here, I still need to like iron this because I don't know why it's like slightly up, but this is the logo still intact. I think because it's a black shirt, it actually helped out a little bit because you don't see like where I was still trying to figure out some things here and there. But I think it came out nice. I like the length of it way better than the one before. So here is the after and the before. I think this definitely looks better. But yeah, let's see what else I end up using my sewing machine for. And maybe I'll have like some tutorials or like what I've learned in my couple of weeks of using this, because it's actually not that hard once you kind of get, at least for me, get the mechanics. But yeah, that's me making a crop top basically. Bye.